Okay, hello everybody viewing this video. Unfortunately, I ran into some technical difficulties near the end of it, so this isn't the full video. So if you're the type of person that likes to see everything through to the end, unfortunately I can't provide that to you. Twitch kind of crap the bed. So the finished song is in the description down below. It's a link to my SoundCloud. And everything else is fine. I got like an hour and a half of recording done, and really it's about 90% of the song. So hopefully you like it, and I apologize, and I think I fixed the problem, so hopefully it won't happen again. So thank you very much, and enjoy the recording. See ya. 2 hour track Sunday. So I'm just trying a different idle layout for when I'm not actually doing anything. But rest assured, when I go into Ableton, I'll click here and move it over. Just trying some different things. Obviously, I set this up like 2 minutes ago, so there's not a whole lot in there yet. But I'm working on it. 2 hour track Sunday. So one thing I'm going to do with this stream is I am not going to play the audio because when the theme is announced, because I got warned with a copyright violation last time because apparently the theme video had some Disney music in it that I wasn't aware of. So I'm just gonna leave it empty, and I'll try to excuse me, I'll try to be affable. So why am I not hearing audio? Oh, okay. My headphones weren't on. You guys are probably hearing audio. So I actually streamed quite a bit over the weekend. I did like 2 hours on Friday and an hour and a half on Saturday, and I was gonna do a little today, but I'm still not used to how much this takes out of me. So I'm pacing myself, but I definitely want to do more in the future. I really like that font, but I really hate it. Impact. You can't go wrong with impact. Bam. So yeah, I'm just kind of waiting for the for everything to start. I've got so much crap open. Okay, that's a little better. So yeah, I was working on some pretty cool ambient stuff that I gave to a buddy, and I did a little work on Amy's song over the weekend, but not a whole lot. So I need to probably work on that after I'm done with this, if I have the ability to. Yeah. I'm not entirely sure what I'm doing this time around. We've got 3 minutes left until the thing starts. I'm hoping things go okay this time. I've been trying to write music beyond just what I do for the 2 hour tracks challenges, because my initial goal with doing these challenges is forcing myself to write music at least twice a week. But ideally, I want to get back into writing music in my free time rather than just when the stream dictates it or when my schedule dictates it. So hopefully I'm getting back into the swing of things, and I will be able to be able to be more productive in the future. So, and I've been organizing my desk. There's been a lot of stuff that I can either move out of the way or get somewhere else. And yeah, don't have a whole lot going on. They're talking about, oops, they're talking about some kind of chord progression. Oh, it's done now. I don't know if this is the theme or if it's something else. I don't think it's the theme. I don't think it's the theme. I'll just move this crap over here. Okay, so apparently they started the theme. I'll play the video because that doesn't seem to be hit with the copyright stuff as much. But I have no idea. No idea. Noodles. Just get to it, man. Stood alone on a desert island. Just get to the theme. Yeah, okay, whatever. Okay, well, I'm going to switch the view to the other one because Ableton. Boop. Okay, so the theme is loneliness. So that's interesting. This, where's my timer? There it is. Okay, so the theme is loneliness. The timer is going. So I've been doing a lot of piano stuff lately, and I don't want to fall into that same spot again, even though, I mean, there's a lot you can do with that space. But I'm thinking for something a little bit more synthesized this time. Obviously, it could be in a minor key. But I'm going to look at my, sorry about that. I'm going to look at my chord progressions here and see if I can do something interesting. Like the Dorian with the raised fifth, or the raised sixth. It sounds like it's distorting somewhere. I actually kind of like that. Um, yeah, let's go with something like that. Although, like I said, I'm going to try to avoid using piano, um, just because I want to switch it up, once in a while. So where am I going? Why are these? There we go. So let's see if I can find a good. I mean, I say that I'm gonna avoid piano, but then I just go right to the electric pianos. So did I not start the timer, or did I minimize it? I minimized it like a genius. So the timer has been going. It just was not actually updating, because if I minimize this window, then OBS doesn't know how to read it. It's too something. Oh, that's good. Okay. So I'm thinking have a lot of space for this. A tempo at about 80. So I lost a beat in there somewhere, but I can fix that. And I don't even know if I want to do this in 4/4. It's a start. I'm actually thinking, because we can just get zany with it because we're just starting, let's do it in 5/4. Why not? I feel like I'm getting distortion from somewhere, and I'm not sure where. Because with the piano. Oh, now it's fine. No. I might just have to feel like I might just have to unplug my sound card real quick. So if there's a horrible pop, I apologize. And we're back. Hopefully that didn't screw anything up. No, still sounds like it's there. Well, not something I can mess with now. Hopefully it's not being transferred over into everything else. The other possibility is that these headphones are starting to die, which would make me sad. I'm sorry about the technical difficulties here. Yeah, I don't know. I'll just deal with the distortion, I guess, because there's nothing else I can do. Hopefully it's just on my end, and it'd make me sad if my headphones were dying, but I've also used them pretty much every day for the past 5 years, so. Should really have this line up with an actual measure. There we go. So this last chord I want to be a little bit more complicated. And I want to arpeggiate it. Not arpeggiate, I want to... Okay, so I'm thinking... I was talking to a friend of mine yesterday or the day before, and he suggested that I use like some more brass and more traditional orchestral sounds rather than just the strings. The problem I have with that is I'm not really a big fan of how these instruments sound. It's not bad, but it's just like... Yeah, it's like they sound good up to a point, and then it just kind of falls apart for me. So I'm going to take this reverb and just turn it into a global chain, which is kind of what I always do, but, you know. Okay, yeah, we get it. Okay, get rid of that. I'm going to automate this coming in because I want it to be more of a crescendo. Oh, sorry about that, Amy. I know how you feel. There should be, you know, that little follow button, but that's not always the most reliable either, it seems. That was the wrong note that I played. And those are stupid notes that I played. But it's good to see ya. Thank you for swinging by. I don't know why, and maybe you're not hearing it, but there's like some distortion going on the louder bits. And I'm starting to think it's just my headphones, but yeah. I can't plug my headphones into my mixer without changing everything around, so... So, I'm just going to kind of go with this for now and see where it goes. Yeah. Okay, so it might just be my headphones, which sucks because I really like these headphones. They're extremely nice, and like I said, I've been using them for years, but they're signed by Disaster Peace and Vert. Like, I'd hate for them to die. They're like my two biggest musical heroes when it comes to game music. As always, I think, oops, I feel like a little bit of field recording might help. I need to take some time and get more recordings. Oh, excuse me. No. Okay. No, don't want to talk to myself. There we go. And I'm going to push these way, way in the background. Okay, so this is the same loop both times, and I kind of want to just change that a little bit. Okay. Oh. Let's add a little bit of strings to it. Why not? The problem with adding all these contact libraries is it will start to choke out my CPU, which the problem with Absinthe, this Bell lead, is that it does use a lot of resources. So I might be taking up a lot of space right away. So what is that? It's a F. Oops. There. I feel like this should be panned over because it's more of an accent. And we'll just do it again right here. And then this needs to be louder. I don't want to get this too loud though, because it changes the tone of the instrument, which is cool in most situations, but I don't want it to sound like this. I want it to be very muted. And cool. And I feel like modifying this one just a little bit. Go away. No. Which note am I trying to get here? Well, heck, we could be done in 20 minutes. That's not sporting, though, is it? So, what I'm thinking at this point is that this little bit will be a bit of an intro. And then we just go on and do something else for the rest of it, using the kind of the themes that we set up here. Yeah, maybe the distortion's all in my head. Yeah. So I'm actually just going to save this real quick, just so I don't lose my progress. It's interesting that The last one that I did was that derailment track that feels like weeks ago. But that was really just last Wednesday. So maybe we move over to the bass. I'll figure out how to properly plug this thing in and get my cords untangled at some point. So what notes are we playing? Okay. I'm just going to record it with this. Right, it's 5/4 because I'm a genius. One more time, Ben. Gotta hit all the notes. So that's a start, and that's without anything, no guitar rigs on it yet, so adding this will help. No, just stop. I don't know what's going on. That's actually really distracting. Actually, I like how that sounds anyway. No, that doesn't affect it. I'm just trying to see if like one of the USB devices is... Or I could just go to my stream and see if it's actually coming through. Because if it isn't... Sorry, I'm just trying to see if like one of the USB devices is... Nope, I was too slow. I'm going to play this again. I'm sorry for the technical difficulties again. This is not terribly acceptable, but... See if like one of the USB devices is... Nope, I was too slow. I'm gonna play this again. Yeah, it's definitely coming through. Crap. I mean, I'm just gonna keep going, but I don't understand why I'm getting that distortion. It just feels like something's getting boosted somewhere. And I don't have anything being boosted anywhere. It's very distracting. I'm sorry. I should just work on this and not try not to let it get me. I'm just seeing if there's any other interesting things I can do for just some things. I really lost my train of thought now. Bleh. It's fine. I still have like an hour and a half, but I feel like because I don't remember having that problem before, and I guess I haven't rebooted my computer in a while, so maybe it's just the fact that it's just tired and it needs a nap, which, hey, I mean, could you blame him? Blame it? I can't. Drum kits. So one of the reasons why I chose 5/4 is because I thought it would be fun to try to make hi-hat close. That's what I want. So loud. I just try to make a drum beat. There we go. The thing I don't like about these recordings is that there's a delay. They didn't like take the time to cut up the audio at all. They just loosely slapped it together. It's a wonderful pack and I can't complain, but ugh. All right. So this is 2 bars. What the hell is going on? Okay, that fixed it. Somehow the limiter was set at -30, so it was like it was doing that. When really it should be -0.3. I feel so much better now. I can't say I like the drums, but at least I figured out my problem. And that is at least a step in the right direction to being a little more productive in this stream, rather than try to figure that out. So, for the last time, the final time, I apologize for the technical difficulties that occurred, and they are now resolved. You can now continue on with your day in a normal fashion, confident and secure in the fact that things are indeed okay. Okay, I shouldn't start with the hats, I think. Or if I do, I should just be hella quiet. Actually, I'm not going to do that at all. I'll keep the pattern. I just, maybe I'll try drum machine. Drum machines are always fun. And I have a million of them. Not what I want. Okay, that's not what I'm looking for either. I can try to make my own drum machine real quick. Stuff like that. Hitting a dumpster. So I'll just make my own drums super fast. So what I'm doing is I'm cutting out the lows because this is just it's a field recording, so it has some just garbage in the low end. It feels like I'm hitting it twice there, so I'm gonna, there we go. Yeah, who knows? Field recording randomnoises.wave. That's perfect. I think that's bubble wrap. No, I told it to warp from here to here. So you warp from there to there, all right? There we go. I like that one the best. And if this doesn't go anywhere, it doesn't go anywhere. It's fine. Like, I could probably get away with what I wrote, but that's no fun. I always want to add more stuff. So this needs to be a lot quieter. I like the idea of having this just in the background. Well, Amy, it seems like you're the only one on the stream today, and that's okay. I don't know if anybody else is on. I haven't seen them in chat. And I kind of make a point not to watch the numbers, just because, I don't know, just because, I guess. Excuse me. Although my good friend Tim at Insert Coin Theater, their stream got raided last night by a fairly large group, and it sounded like he had a pretty good night, which makes me happy that he's doing well. Hopefully someday that'll happen to me, but I don't think that my stream is the style that would have that kind of excuse me, that kind of interest. You are the coolest of the cools. So I'm not just going to have these two instruments going. I'm actually planning on adding a couple more things. I just wanted to get something started, you know? Just some weird field recording percussion going on. So it's right there. Cut that back. So what I'll do now is I'll add a little bit more life to this. Let's see how lazy I can be with just adding an arpeggiator. And if the arpeggiator works, I guess I can always oh, I'm very, very sorry about that. That was extremely loud. That definitely woke me up a little bit. Yeah, I'm sorry about that. Definitely was not intentional. I thought that was going to be a little quieter. So I'm adding the notes, and then I'll do the sound design in a second. Just getting some basic stuff down first. I think bringing the strings over will help too. And this is a little annoying right now, so I'm going to try to filter some of this stuff out. That's better. I don't like how much if I like where this is going. And that's okay too. That's a little better. I do like the little pause at the end of all these. That's nice. this guitar is really boring. I mean, it might work better as like an accent rather than it would be help if I unmuted it. So I'm gonna actually create another instrument and layer that on top. I'm thinking maybe Massive will work. Or not. So I'm thinking about something that's fairly large, but with a weird. Where's the cutoff? There we go. Yeah, that's more what I want. Something with a lot of just weird movement. Every time. 5. Okay. Do some quantizing, get things lined up. So one thing I'm not a big fan of with this it's a little better. I'm already starting to get into like the 35%. Over that, it seems to start cutting my stream up a little bit. Okay, so what I can do now is I have this automated right now. Okay, so right, I also have to have this on plus, and then record. Automation helps. Although the volume is a bit loud. Okay, yep. I gotta be less shy about doing this at some point. Boom. And, you know, whatever. I can't even hear myself. My headphones are too loud. Oh. I think I was singing the wrong note. Oh, boom, 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 boom. Might be too low for me. Yeah, and I can do a higher up too. That'd be fine. Okay, so with that, bring it down a little bit though. What I can do. I'm just doing weird stuff now, it seems. Okay. So just doing the standard stuff that I usually do with this, like doing some gating, some stuttering. See if something tickles my fancy, and so forth. So having all these layers together works really well. Okay, so let's take a short break and listen to the whole thing. Obviously, this is going to be better arranged, so it's not all coming in at once. You can also bring this up because it was being crazy limited before. So yeah, all these volume levels are a little screwy right now. Yeah, let's put it in the right spot. That would make sense, you know? I'm finding all sorts of weird things going on. I like the fact that this can, or I like the idea that this can go on for a little bit longer too. So I'm going to make it go on for a little bit longer. Ugh, jeez. Okay, so I'm going to take that off again and see if adding the bass will help. So I feel like I'm missing some low-end stuff. So I'm gonna add some bass, bolstering the bass. Just a little, but enough to give it a little bit more power. There's too many things going on. Yeah, that should help a little bit. Yeah. Yep, now I'm starting to run into CPU issues. So that's cool. Oops. I'm just going to actually name some of these tracks because there's a lot and I feel like I'm getting a little bit lost. Usually I don't rename, which is bad practice, but in this case I feel like I should. So with these drums, okay, now it kind of feels like it needs a little bit more traditional drums, but this laid a good framework for that, so. Well, hopefully the audio and video don't get desynchronized again, because that's a real bummer when you're watching the stream. So, okay. I'm at the 1 hour mark. I'm gonna get up and stretch for a second. I'll be right back. Bass helps, but I feel like I need to add a little bit more traditional drum sounds now. So I'm gonna go back to the drum machines because I think that was the right call. Maybe. There's just so many options. Pew 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 pew. Ugh. Okay, maybe not drum machines. Let's try the Salamander drum kit again, because I like these a lot. There's a lot of kicks. The big one is the snare. I need it to be snappy. That's pretty good. Oops. Too big. Too bonky. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to... Oops. Ugh. Ableton sometimes. Oh, sometimes. Okay, there. I'll just copy this over. Copy these over. I'm definitely keeping the field recording. I'm definitely keeping this. I'm thinking that the voice can come in on the second time around. The this can keep coming in. And then another thing that I need to do is give it a little bit more of a lead in. So where's them crashes? that and then reverse it. Boop. Auto filter. I realize that I'm not explaining what I'm doing as much this time around. And I'm sorry about that. But if there is anybody on the stream that has a question about what I'm doing, I'd be more than happy to stop and explain myself. Because it's all about learning. Yeah, that's a good question. It feels like I'm missing something. And I'm not sure what. It feels like the bass should be less plodding and that lead melody should be higher up. So I'm going to mute these. Oh, come on, Massive. Why do you got to do this to me? Or I'll just mute that too. Mute everything and just bring it up here into another instrument. So just rename this channel No and put it somewhere else because no. So I'm just going to make a new instrument, see if I can do something interesting with it super quick. It's a little cheesy, but I kind of like it. Pitch bends aren't working. I'm so bad at getting pitch bends to work. That's better. Ping pong delay 6. I actually like this a lot better already because what I can do now is I have the bass free to accentuate the arpeggio, and I think that'll help a lot. Obviously, there's no note there yet. I was just looking to make sure I had the notes right. And I did not. Because I am a smarty man. Copy, paste. Paste, 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 paste. And paste, 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 paste. Goes there. This gets duplicated. Everybody's happy again. It's too loud. I think that works a lot better for the bass. And then bloop, 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 bloop. Cool. Duplicate. Okay, and then I wanted to come back to this. 3, 4, 5. That's the wrong note at the end, but I like how that turned out. Is this the right? Okay, I can modulate the volume. Because these trails, or these need to trail off. So, I know I've said this before, but if the video and audio are desynchronized, I apologize. It's been a cavalcade of technical difficulties overall. And I'm not entirely sure if this thing is coming down on its own or if I'm just getting taller as the stream goes on. It gets stretch. mind stealing it. Stealing from myself, how terrible. I don't feel like that lead-in is enough of a payoff. So, I might try again with the guitar. Just one note this time. Hell, I don't even have to pick it up. Just go like that. Super professional. Guitar rig. I do feel like this needs to be a little distorted, so I'm gonna go with a... Oh, there it is. It's the right feeling, but it's too loud. Come on, Ableton, work with me here. So it's getting there. I want to bring this up and then back down, and then start bringing it up again, and then maybe back down, and put a happy little tree over here. You know how it goes with them trees. I don't know what I'm talking about anymore. So this actually needs to go way down. Back to where we started. So I'm just doing some kind of just strange arranging right now. Seeing if I can find something that works well. Right now I'm thinking about fading everything out. That's where that dip is. We don't want that. Okay, I had a little extra blip there. That's why I have it that way. And this doesn't line up right because I am super smart. I think it's because I'm using yeah, okay. Yeah. That makes total sense. When I copy something from here, it should pay something from a different channel. Okay, so I think before I took my break, I said I was going to do some extra percussion stuff. I should do that now.